Hello, my friends. Welcome to Spicy Cat Colors. I'm Kathy. I'm very happy that you stopped by today. I am going to do, hopefully this will be one of my shorter videos, which again, seasoned friends are probably laughing, like Kathy never does anything short, but I'm going to try. So we are here today with my first quarter of 2022 coloring wrap up. I started doing these last year. I think I missed one, but I found them mostly helpful for me to be accountable. And I originally saw my friend Nikki and Nikki in Niagara do one of them last year in June. Well, she must have done it in March or in April, which inspired me. So I give her the credit for the idea. And I'm going to pretty much just go through with you and show you how I'm doing on my 10 books to finish, my 10 books to touch, kind of how my no-buy 2022 is going or not going. And yeah, I'll have a couple pages to show you, but this might be more just kind of a chatty. I'll go through my planner, all of that. Let's just dive in. So first up, if you are a new friend, this is my coloring. I should come up with a good page for it. I don't know. This I started, and I am planning to fill the whole book until it's full of pages I have colored. So this is kind of my completed pages. I started tracking each page in January. I did do a summary. I wasn't going to write them all out, but I wrote down my total pages I did in 2021, and I may or may not do, because I do have a video of all my pages before YouTube, but I'd rather be coloring than watching that video and counting pages. But the weird OCD part of me is going to want to do that. So in my completed pages, I did in the first quarter, which is up to the end of March, I have already colored 246 pages this year, which wowza. I say it all the time, coloring is my stress reliever, and my life this year has been very stressful. So I have my own little like color coding method here. I have, if it's a color by number page, it gets written in green ink. If it's non-color by number, I use purple. Black is just tracking the dates and the pages. And if it's a buddy color page, I use a blue heart. And if it was in a gifted book, I use a green heart, because my goal is to give those gifted books some love, because I really do appreciate them. And then the other thing I started doing is just taking a yellow highlighter, and if it was an uncolored book, like this was the first time I colored in it, it gets a highlight, because I wanted to track that this year. It's all because I do some kind of crazy tracking. If you wanted to watch my 2021 coloring wrap up, I'll link that up in the eye in the sky. You will see what I mean. So that's all I'm doing here. When I reach the end of a page, I did finally get it worked out. I had to kind of do a couple adjustments, but each page has 25. I could put 25 pages on a page in the journal. So when I reach the end, I just flip it and then I do my numbers. I haven't just sat down and like filled them all in, but I just do it one at a time. So that is this book, and I'm excited to see how long it will take me to finish it. I wonder how many pages are actually in here. I don't think it says anywhere. 208 pages. So what is that? I can't do math in my head. Let's just pull it up. If I do 20, we're just going to say, even though some of them have more than 25. Oops, I can't even type. So 208 times 25 would be 5,200 pages. I'm pretty sure this book is going to last me 4 years. And I don't know if the 208 is front and back or single. Either way, it is working really well. Jamie at Jamie's Coloring Love is the one that I saw this idea on for the first time last year. I just tracked them all month by month in my coloring planner journal type thing, but this is specific. This is where I write the actual page, the book, and where it came from. So of those, what was I going to say? Of those 246 pages I've done so far, I have done 100 color by number and 146 non-color by number. I personally don't care if I had all color by number, non-color by number. I don't don't aim for any specific number. I just like tracking numbers and statistics. I don't know why. It's just because I do. And that is the only reason. So here is the first of my 10 books to finish for 2022, and it is the Johanna Basford Coloring Planner. I showed you this when I did the video of my 2022 coloring plans, and I have adapted this, but my goal is to color all of the pages. I did not include the covers. I still don't know if I'm going to do that, but all of the pages in the book, and I have customized it to be my kind of tracking for the year. So I don't journal as far as life much unless I'm doing something coloring related or crafty related. I just jotted in here quick. But I do then at the end of each month print out my Instagram pictures of my buddy colors. I like to put those in here. I put my Patreon for Danny buttons, my bingo cards, anything that I want to remember, I just kind of put in here. And otherwise, I'm trying to keep up with coloring the pages for the appropriate month as we go. So we are up to April, and I have not colored. I actually colored this one in March, so that didn't count. So I need to get my pages colored in here for April, which needs to happen. And then just to show you where we're at, I keep track of my favorite pages. I have been following, so like my Instagram at the start of the year, I had 725 followers. As of the beginning of April, I'm up to 840. Again, I've said this before, I don't put a lot of weight into subscriber and follower numbers. Number one, on Instagram, there's how many like skeevy guys that just follow you and try and message you. But I am not out to try to be a professional colorist artist, so it doesn't matter to me. I just want people to follow me that like me, basically. And then I track how many posts I've done. And then subscriber YouTube, I was at 1105 January 1st. I am up to 1249 for April, so thank you, all of you. And I have not been posting consistently because, again, life. But I like having that information. This is where I tracked all of my monthly. So I have done, I told you the pages. I also jotted down, because I thought it was interesting, I have used up 11 rolls of washi tape. Now, meaning used up, it could have been partially used. It's not like I started from the beginning. And there are 58 pens/markers that I have used. Again, I am all about using what I have this year, including my supplies, because I'm not going to run out, and it has been pretty fun. Here is my 10 books to touch. I do need to still finish this. It's not pretty yet, but I did a video, 10 books to touch. Again, I'll link that in. And I have colored in one in March. So it actually works that with the 10, and I didn't do the first one until the third month, I could just pick one book a month and have them all done by the end of the year. I have a buddy color in Sacred Angels for this month, so then I can grab a different one, whether I do it as a buddy color or as just I pick it. I should be able to accomplish that. The 10 books to touch I find is much easier than the 10 books to finish. And then I added on a little bit on the bottom here, that uncolored books that I have colored in. So that is something I really want to focus on. I don't know if I'll make it that the end of the year I won't have any uncolored books, but I really would love to not be able to do a 10 books to touch next year. So I have colored in a total of 30 uncolored books in my collection so far this year. And then here is where I am tracking my new books. If they were a gift, these are ones I earn in my coloring for coins, and anything I buy, I am trying to do a no buy. So I'm not doing very good because I have received 26 new books so far, and that's for January, February, and March for the first quarter, and 12 of those were gifts. 7 of them were earned in coloring for coins. 1 I purchased using a gift card. And then 6, I kind of splurged. that's just what happens. So did I actually do 6 as a splurge, or were they, because I think my 6 as a splurge, oh no, because I did order that Disney order in March. So yep, there were 5 right there. All of them were in March that I ordered for myself. So then let's go back to the, sorry, I keep track of my prompts. So my 10 books to finish, that's what we're kind of here to talk about. I am doing fairly well. This is the little grid I came up with. I have my 10 books here, and then I have my progress on the bottom. So again, I will link that in up above if you didn't see my 10 books to finish. I did mine a little bit different. I have 5 physical books I actually am focusing on finishing. And then I did 5 more generic where I picked the publisher or the theme. For example, I have Hannah Lynn, which her books typically have 25 pages, so just any 25 Hannah Lynn pages. The large Disney books I've recently really gotten into, and I have 25, even though there's 100 in those, and I'm only counting the large 100 count color by number books. Even if I color other Disney books, they don't count. It's just to work towards those books that have the 100 pages. I've done I did 9 because this yellow is my color for April. I don't have like a real, I just grab a permanent marker is what I'm using just to distinguish which month I colored in. Jade Summer, I did 25 pages. And I don't know if there were normally 25 in those books. I think 25 to 30. It varies. It's varied so much. But March, my prompt was Jade Summer, so I've already got 20 done. So that should be an easy one to finish off. I was trying to decide what I'll do if I do more on these 5. If I just put another square on top of it, or I don't know. I'll find a way because I want to keep tracking. I couldn't pick just one Camellia Angel Cova miniature book to finish, so instead I said I want to do 50 pages from any of her miniature books, and I'm already at 24, so again, that should be an easy one. Creative Haven and Hannah Lynn are where I am struggling. I've only done 2 Creative Haven. They typically have 31 pages, so I gave myself 31. And then these are the 5 books. So my Johanna Planner has 54 pages total, and I do have 16 completed. So I'll just give you the quick summary, and then I'll show you the books. But this was really ambitious because at the start of the year of my 10 books to finish, since these 5 were all blank, and of the 5 physical books I want to finish, I only had 6 completed. There was a total of 381 pages. I had 6 done, so that means there was 375 pages to complete by the end of the year in just these themes or these books. And that averaged to 32 pages a month. First quarter was very successful. This is working for me. So I have colored 120 pages in January, February, and March of these books. So I now have 255, which means my average now I'm down to 29 pages a month. So it's doable. But let me go through the books quick. Obviously, this was the first one. Here's my bonus one. I threw this in after I had filmed my 10 books to finish. This is a sticker by number book. It has 12 pages. To me, that was the perfect. And it is all about mindful exercise, calming creatures. So I am just randomly picking a page and doing 1 a month. And each of these, again, I've showed you, they have like a little mindfulness activity kind of thing. So I've been kind of picking things that maybe were applying to me, and those stickers are out the back again. So this is kind of a bonus, but I do plan to have this finished. Here is my mini Pusheen book. This is, if you have seen the Pusheen book, this Pusheen coloring book, it is the same exact images in the mini and the larger. I think is the larger maybe 8x8. So just that you're aware, if you love it and want both sizes, but you will get duplicates of the pages. So this has 46 pages. They are perforated, and I've been kind of random or going from the back. If I just wanted to do some pages, I'm working from the back forward. Otherwise, I'm looking if I have my prompt for the month to see if there's seasonal ones. but I need to, you know, there's 46 pages in here, so I kind of need to do quite a few every month to keep this one going. Here is my Disney. Last year I did this Pixel Disney book that was Disney Babies, and I loved it so much. I knew I wanted to do another one. This is not my favorite. I will be looking closer just because the style of this is a lot more pixelated, which you're like, Kathy, it's a pixel book. But the pixels are like larger, and the end images I'm not as in love with. Here, I'll show you this. Last year I bounced all around the book. This year I decided I'm just going to go from the back forward. I'm not going to show you the solutions. I'll just show you the pages I've done. And I started doing this last year and I'm doing it again. I'm putting a washi tape border around each of these because I find that I go out of the lines a lot, and it's just a fun way to use my washi, which I have a lot of, and adds a little bit interest. But yeah, the pages, I don't know if you can tell, I just think they're a little more pixelated. Some seem fine, but it's like just such hard edges. I don't know. It's me. So we will see. But this is where I'm at. So I'm just going to put my paper clip back. And on some of these, actually, I'm going to just show you this. I do this in a lot of my books now. I just started doing it this year. On the inside cover, I make just a quick, I just like draw this out quick. I don't measure of how many pages. And I've always jotted down like when I buy it, and then like the first day I color in it. And then when I finish it, I'll have that date. But this is an easy way for me to see how many are left. So once I've colored it, you can see I've colored starting at page 30 through 39 are done. I just kind of blur that in so I know how many pages are left. I've been doing that a lot in the, I wanted to do it mostly in my miniatures books, the Camellia Angel Cova, but I don't do it until I actually color in the book. I'm not organized enough to do it when I get the book, but it works. Here is another. I have probably, I think, 6 or 7 of these mystery mosaics from Mindware, which I love. And I think there's 18 or 19 in this series. And of course, I would, you know, the completist in me wants to just buy them all. But it's like, no, let's color them. And there's not that many pages. So this has 23 pages, which includes a bonus page. And there are several that are double pages, so I count the double pages as 2. So there's not a lot of pages in them, and I just want to like finish before I go to the next. So these are your standard. Again, I'm just kind of giving you a look, and then this is what they look like finished. These ones I also do the washi tape because they are perforated, and they haven't started yet, but I notice a lot with perforated ones. Once I've been working in a book, they might start to tear. And since I'm not tearing my pages out, I just add the washi tape as a little extra border because I think it's pretty. And then to hold the page. So like here's an example of a double page that I did. And I counted that as 2 pages. You do what you want. So yeah, I'm cruising along in here. We did the strawberries. And these all have the color code like on the left of the perforation. So if you were to tear it out, you would not see that anymore. And it just kind of lists it. They do give you a color code up here, and this is using the Mindware pencils, but I just kind of go by the name, blue, turquoise, you know, find my own light green. And they seem to work. And there is in the back, I'll show you quick, the answer key. So if I'm looking for a specific prompt or what I want to do, I can do that. So this one's going fine. And the last book to show you in my 10 books to finish, the update, this is the Floating 3D Mandalas Adult Coloring Book Volume 2 from Tabitha Barnett. This is a project book I am doing with my friend Tammy, and I am loving it. We started from the back. Did I do my little grid? I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't do the grid here because we're doing 5 pages a month. And she had done a few, so I had to catch up. I did include this one, and I think there's this title one I am going to count as a page as well. But at the front, she had started, so I just did 2 pages, 3 actually, so we could be caught up. And then we are going from the back forward, and you've seen all these in my completed pages. We alternate taking turns thinking of the themes. And one month we might just do all 5, anything you want, depending how busy life is. But I try and do one every month as the theme. So like January here, I chose the colors based on the birthstone. So hopefully that'll work so I can do that every month. And then I just write in a little bit of journaling, things associated with January, the birth flower, the astrological signs. Here I wrote Happy New Year, the birthstone, and we've done random pages. We've done color palettes. Here was the February where I chose the amethyst colors. Sometimes we say gel pens or with the palette. Again, it is very, very fun. I'm enjoying it. And then I have not started my April pages, but we should have, I think, enough where there'll be a couple months where we don't have to do 5. We may have 4. So if it's a busy month for either of us, we can do that. But there's kind of my summary of how I'm doing as far as the first quarter. Again, super pleased. My little system is working. I didn't know if I'd like this planner, but to be honest, I do. And I think Johanna does these planners every year. So I might look to see if there's another person or even just type of coloring. I have several of these books, so I know there's like duplicates because all of the pages in here are not unique to the planner. She just chooses pages from her existing books. But I'm enjoying trying different things, and because this is double-sided, I'm trying different, non-alcohol markers and just having fun, whether it's with the palette. But I like being able to do my little, print these out, and can do a little bit of message journaling if I want to. And I knew I wasn't going to use this as a day-to-day life planner or even coloring that much, because to me, I already track when I color the pages. I didn't want to, I thought, oh, I could track, I colored X amount this day, but that kind of takes the fun out of coloring for me. So, but I do like this, so I'm going to look to see if there's other types, whether like I said, I know Johanna will have one, and I did purchase this FYI from Book Outlet. I don't know if they still have it, but it was a lot cheaper than when it came out directly. So we'll see, but I should be able to finish this book as well. So there you are, my friends. That is my update of where I am at as far as my statistics for the first quarter. Let me look at my notes and see if I forgot anything. Oh, I gave the, I told you the follower count on both the Instagram and YouTube, and I tracked my posts too. So I've done 73 posts in up to March 31st on Instagram, and I have posted 20 videos on YouTube, although most of those were in January. So I will try to get better again. My YouTube is as much of a hobby to me as my coloring. So that is why I do not at this point plan to ever come up with a posting schedule. I work full-time and then some, and it is nearly impossible to come up with a schedule for me to be able to film. So that is why when you get a video from me, you get a video from me. It's a bit of a surprise. So, okay, friends, I'm going to let you go because I have just finished filming several videos that will now need to be updated, and I need to clean my desk. So I do hope you are doing well. If you are a statistic nerd like me and are doing, tracking any of your stuff, I would love to see how you've been doing the first quarter of the year. A lot of us did goal videos for the year. And again, I am only doing this for myself. I am not in a competition with anyone else. with any other channel, with anything like that. This is just kind of my way to touch base and see where I am with my goals and my books to finish, and just kind of, yeah, keep myself accountable and let you guys know I do keep working on those things that I show you about. And then also to let you know if things were working or weren't working. So like I said, both of these books, my planner and the little coloring completed pages book, is really working well for me. I like that. And I still have a couple pages if I want to, like here, I just added this in. So if there's something else I decide I want to keep track of, I have a couple pages where they're still blank and I could use it for whatever. I think the front ones are all filled that were blanks, but yeah, it's working pretty well. I need to be better about my the hashtags. I have like year-long ones here, and then I've been jotting down the monthly ones as they happen. So I want to get better at actually remembering to post with those. But yeah, and my prompts, I don't think I mentioned this in this video, but I do have this breakdown. I assigned a prompt 1 item every month, and then I have a spinner app. Again, wasn't my idea. I saw somebody else use it. I just customized it to work for me, where I have a bunch of various prompts and I spin that, and that's my second prompt for the month. And then I just started joining in with Coloropoly in February with the beautiful Sarah at Chronic Coloring Down Under, which is another prompt type game if you are interested. She does an amazing job. So I wrote down what my prompts are for those. And anything else like hashtags. This month we're doing Wahoo with Kathy, which I have posted on Instagram, and I have it on my video, my April plans. If you want to help me celebrate my birthday, I broke down my name into 5 of my favorite things as far as prompts. And then looking forward into May, Mom, for in the United States is our Mother's Day. And so that's the one I do to honor my mom, and I'll find all kinds of pages that remind me of her, and we'll see what the spinner comes up with. But there you go. I'm going to sign off for now because, again, I said it was going to be short and we're still here a half hour later. I hope you're doing well. I would love to see your quarterly update or any update. Some of you are doing like monthly, or you do your update when you do your goals. I really enjoy that, and I get so much inspiration and ideas from the different things that other people track and how they come up with whatever their ideas, their inspiration to color. For me, I have so many books and I'm not the best at making decisions, so having prompts really helped me, and having the 10 books to finish has helped. And it's really, really helped to do, instead of, because last year I did 10 actual books and I didn't make it, but this is really making me feel accomplished and allowing me to work in multiple books by artists that I love. So if anyone's, stuck kind of like where I was, go ahead, swap it out. If you did a 10 books to finish and you already know that one of them is not going to make it, or 10 of them, nobody says you have to. You can swap it out and say, you know what? Yeah, I picked this Camellia Summer Miniatures as my book I wanted to finish, but I really want to do some of her other because she keeps releasing them. Well, switch it and do like I did. Just do 50 miniature pages from any books. And that's exactly why I did it with these 3 or these 5, because these illustrators and artists keep releasing books all year long, and I know I'm going to want to buy them and I'm going to want to color in them right away. So at least I know I'm making progress in my collection. And at one point, one of these books may become one to finish. But ramble. I can ramble all day long. I will let you guys go. I appreciate you, each and every one of you that clicked on this video. Thank you. Your friendship warms my heart beyond words. I don't have the words, and I'm just very grateful for the friendships I've made through our coloring community. I pray you are doing well and that you are lifted up if you are in a difficult time. You're not alone. It's okay. Hang in there. Hang in there. We've got this. Lean on the people around you. If you need just an ear, sometimes you need someone to talk to that's not right in the situation. I am happy to be that ear because sometimes you just need to get stuff off your chest, and it's not so much you're looking for someone to fix things, which I have found, like my closest friends and my spouse, when I tell them what's going on, sometimes they're trying to make it better for me and fix a situation, and that's not what I need. I just need someone to listen so I don't keep this all bottled up inside, and that helps. I mean, I will figure out how to fix my own issues and my own problems. That's because it's my life, and that's what I have to do as an adult, is figure it out. But just having someone to lean on can make the huge difference from falling off the cliff that I'm always teetering on, or staying somewhat grounded. So again, please, I hope you reach out to people and you have people in your life that you can do that for. And if you don't, I have an open ear. You can message me on Instagram or you can email me. I will admit I am sometimes very tardy in responding, and it is nothing against you. It is just my own life, and I may go a day or two without even clicking into social media. So, but I will always respond. So thank you, my friends. Never forget how important you are and how much you matter. You are amazing, you are beautiful, and you will get through whatever storm you are currently facing. I promise. There is always a glimmer of light and a rainbow in sight if we look for it.